There's another stronger cell just to the south of Marshall here. It's also pushing off to the east. More thunderstorm activity just to the southwest of Paris. But again, at this point, there are no watches or warnings. So, of course, we'll keep a close eye on that for you. Here's a current look from the ISU tower cam. You can see the rain coming down really heavily out there and the flashes of lightning. Current temperature in Terre Haute still around 81 degrees. And what's producing all that heavy rain is this dew point at 73 degrees. That's all the moisture in the air. So as this system works through, it's going to wring out all that moisture and give us all this rain. If you're headed out to any firework displays happening tonight, temperature's still going to be around 83 degrees at 9 o'clock, still sitting in the upper 70s by 10, and actually lower humidity is better for fireworks because the colors can be a little bit brighter. We're actually going to see temperatures top out above freezing. We look to get into the middle 30s, but since we're going to have that breeze out there, anywhere from about 5 to 10 miles per hour, that is going to knock our wind chill values down. So we'll still have wind chills through the teens through this morning, then we'll finally make it into the 20s with that wind chill value. So not going to feel quite so warm, but it will be in the 30s. So we'll continue to melt some of that snow, especially on more of the roadways.
This is a Storm Team 10 severe weather alert.
Good morning from Storm Team 10. We have active severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for many of our Illinois counties. So let's zoom right in and look on the Storm Team 10 storm tracker. Very impressive amounts of lightning showing up with these thunderstorms. When you see a lot of lightning, that typically indicates a lot of heavy rain and the potential for some hail. So that's why we have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. We do have a report that a confirmed tornado was located near Humboldt, Illinois. That's in northern Coles County, and it was moving to the northeast at 75 miles per hour. So this thunderstorm is moving very quickly. Again, this is just kind of outside our immediate area, but we do have some viewers in Coles County. This is going to be moving up towards Oakland, Illinois, and eventually into western Edgar County. You can see the thunderstorm in the southern tip of Clay County here. It's moving off to the northeast at about 40 miles per hour, so here are a few times of arrival. If it continues at its current speed, it'll be making it into the Spencer area just before 3 o'clock. And this is warned for the potential of 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. We have multiple warnings, multiple lines and complexes of thunderstorms. Some of those could produce some brief tornadoes that are embedded in there. And obviously it's nighttime. It's really hard to see these. So if you have a tornado warning issued for your area, be sure to seek shelter immediately because you're not going to know it's coming. And these storms moving very fast, anywhere from about 50 to 70 miles per hour. Now we're going to pan down to the sidewalk so you can see that while we have a layer of snow, and I mean it's already picking up pretty quickly here in Terre Haute, but that also is a little deceiving because you get down below the snow and you're going to be seeing a layer of sleet, and also that rain that fell earlier today has turned into black ice. So it is slick out here on the sidewalk, obviously untreated, but roadways are going to react just the same, especially some of those secondary roadways that haven't been treated much. But we do have a light fluffy snow out here now, so we are starting to change over to snow as our main precipitation here in Terre Haute at least. And this front's going to drag through, bring in some colder air, so we could see the rain change over to some snow, some sleet, some freezing rain. That'll linger for a good chunk of the day on Wednesday, potentially. We don't know how long this cold front's going to stall out and where it's going to stall out, so that's going to impact the type of precipitation we see. Because if this cold air works in quicker, we'll see more snow across northern portions of the Wabash Valley. And as that cold air continues to work through, right now it's looking like Thursday will be a rather snowy day. But that all depends on the track of the system, and it's still a ways away. So we're going to keep an eye on it here at Storm Team 10. A lot of the roads are snow packed out there. The plows have been going down, but they really can't keep up with the snow that is falling. And most of the main roadways are the main focus, so they'll be getting to the secondary roadways as we get later on into the afternoons. We just had a snowplow come behind me, but there's not a lot they can do at this point, at least on the main roads. There's a little bit of a slush still left that the plows really can't scrape down to. And there's also some ice under. So if you have to be out, just allow yourself some extra time. We do have some travel warnings to pass along from Indiana Homeland Security and local counties. Park County is under a travel warning. That means they only want emergency officials and highway crews to be out on the roads. It looks like we're making pretty good progress out here, Kevin. You can see the cookies have been sitting in the dashboard of the windshield, so they've been catching the afternoon sun. They're starting to have a few little cracks on them, so I think we're going to at least have the outside baked. We're not too sure on the inside, but we're going to keep them in here for about another hour. Now, while we're having a little fun with the heat, it is important to just be a reminder as to how dangerous it can get inside some hot cars. So if we can pull up a graphic, you can see with an outdoor air temperature of 95 degrees, inside a car it can get as high as about 140 degrees in as little as an hour. So that's very important to remember to look before you lock and make sure that you don't have any pets or children left unattended on these extremely hot days because temperatures can skyrocket inside a car. Now, as for our cookies, hopefully that does mean that they're going to be able to bake a little bit more. Got our moment of truth. They're baked on the outside, so that's a plus. Cut open the end. Oh, they're baked all the way through. So this looks like this experiment's going to go out pretty well here. Crunchy, pretty good.
And you can order the results of this cheesy collaboration on the Nails Inc. website. Now, Everett, I know what you're thinking and what you want to ask me. As Everett knows, I'm a cheese lover. And no, I will not be getting this cheese
You're
nail
not going to get the
polish.
cheese nail polish? Oh, come on. See, I was thinking, what kind of occasion do you go to where you want to wear cheese nail polish?
Well, people wouldn't know it's cheese nail polish if you have it on, but if you put those little words on there like drip and like, you know, creamy, I would ask some
Well,
questions.
no, it said it's scented. Was it scented? Like,
Yes, it's
so
scented.
they'll be able to smell it. They'll be like, what's that smell?
Especially if I were to wear it. I'm a bit of a hand talker, so it'd be all over the place
Yeah, I
at
don't know.
some point.
Maybe if it gets hot, you know, cheese is not supposed to get out in the hot weather, so maybe the nail polish doesn't do so well in the heat. I don't know.
No. Well, how's that hot weather looking for us this week, Everett?
Well, we're going to have a sharp increase in our temperatures. Hopefully that wasn't too cheesy of a toss there. But for this morning, we have a pretty cool start to the day. Temperatures are in the 50s for the most part.
And here's a fun fact for you. Sugar cream pie is the unofficial state pie, and that is one tasty pie. Now tell me, what are your top 3 pies?
My top 3 are coconut cream 1, strawberry 2, and then probably peach for 3rd.
Yes, okay, very exotic. I like that.
What
Let me
about
think
yours?
what mine are. I think, you know, apple pie, pecan pie, and a key lime pie. I do love a key lime pie.
For starters, pecans, you find them on a store shelf. They're aluminum. It's a
Pecan pie.
Yeah, no.
Coverage you can count on continues with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Everett Lau.
Good Sunday morning and happy Father's Day. We're taking a live look from our tower cam to the south of Brazil, looking at Interstate 70 there in Clay County. Looking up at the sky, another pretty blue sky, not a cloud out there. It's going to be the trend over the course of the day. Maybe a few clouds as we get into the afternoon, but it was a cool start to the day. Temperatures dropped down into the 50s in most spots. Even a few locations dropped into the upper 40s right around sunrise this morning. But now the sun's up, temperatures are recovering pretty quickly. Many spots already back in the 60s. 61 right now in Flora and in Casey. Terre Haute's also at 61. 58 up in Paris. It's 59 in Rockville. 61 down in Vincennes and Washington, Linton, and Lagodi are all checking in at 60 this morning. So what I'm tracking for you, a pretty seasonable day for Father's Day and Juneteenth. A couple different holidays today. Lots of sunshine going to be on the way. Still a fairly comfortable day today, but as we get into the work week, we're going to be seeing the heat and humidity build in again as we have heat wave number 2 headed for the Wabash Valley. Before today, a lot of sunshine out there. Free fishing weekend continues in Illinois. So if your dad likes to go fishing, take him to Land of Lincoln, any of the lakes over there. Don't have to have the license today. Temperatures climbing near 80 degrees by the time we get to 1 o'clock, and then we'll make it into the lower 80s. Maybe just a touch warmer today than we were yesterday, but overall still pretty comfortable out there. But one thing to note, with all that sunshine out there, the UV index is going to be very high once again today. It's at a 10 out of 12, so that means sunburn can happen in as little as 15 minutes. So if you're headed outside to enjoy the sunshine today, just make sure you put on that sunscreen before you head out the door. So look at our dew points this morning. Most spots are still in the 50s. That's a pretty comfortable air mass, pretty dry air still in place. As we get over the course of the afternoon, these numbers are going to slowly start to edge up. So we'll start to build in that humidity, but still for today going to be feeling pretty nice, if not up into the comfortable range. As we get later on into the week, as we look at the dew point tracker, it's going to start to feel uncomfortable once again as we head, especially towards the middle of the week. By the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday, those are going to be the peak days of this next heat wave. Then we'll see a weak little cold front come through that'll drop the humidity down as we get into Thursday. But as we head towards next weekend, humidity is going to crank back up. So we've had a little bit of break from the heat and humidity, which I'm sure we're all enjoying. But as we get into next week, that oppressive heat and humidity will be back, with heat index values in the triple digits. But for today, lots of sunshine going to be on the way again. You notice the wind starting to shift and come out of the southeast. Yesterday it was out of the northeast. So as we see the wind shift, that's going to be bringing in some of that warmer air. But not going to put many pauses in Futurecast for you today because there's just not a lot happening. This is 3 o'clock, still seeing a clear sky. As we go into tonight, maybe a few passing clouds, staying with a mostly clear sky. And then notice as we get into tomorrow, the wind shifts and comes out of almost the due south. And that'll be bringing in that warm air, and that's when we're really going to start to see that warm up take place. Before tomorrow, if you have the day off because of Juneteenth being observed tomorrow, lots of sunshine once again. Probably a better day for the pool tomorrow because we're going to make it back into the 90s. Going through Monday night, still clear, and as we get into the day on Tuesday, lots of sunshine once again going to be on the way, but that's going to be our hottest day of the work week. So for today, 84 degrees, a little bit warmer than yesterday, but still sunny and seasonable for this time of year. Breeze out of the southeast at 5 to 7 miles per hour. Then as we get into tonight, 57 degrees, so it'll be another cool night under a mostly clear sky. South breeze at 3 to 5 miles per hour. Then as we get into tomorrow, becoming hot once again and starting to uptick that humidity. 92 degrees for the high, but the real humidity comes in as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday. That's when highs are going to be in the upper 90s, pushing the 100s, and heat index values will be in the triple digits. Just a slight chance of a pop-up shower on Wednesday and potentially next Saturday, but notice temperatures stay in the 90s all the way through next week.